What's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? We're doing the fire signs. I know I could have did this at the beginning of the week, but I'm choosing to do it now because I'm special like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's see what's going on here. Hey, minute, y'all. Why the fuck is this like showing up like this? You guys, I was literally posting on TikTok some shit, but I'm not finna give free fucking content out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna post that shit on my fucking my stuff I told y'all about, because I'm not finna teach the masses on magic and I'm not gonna get paid for it. That shit don't make no fucking sense, bro. We're not doing that dumb shit. So I'm gonna put it on my OnlyFans and I'll show y'all real shit, how to do shit. Cause y'all, I be going on TikTok and they be pissing me off because like TikTok be showing you like they be like there's like a false advertisement, bro. It's kind of like you're looking at Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like you got so many fake ass people that be like with that stupid little fucking hand, and they got thousands of idiots following them. Today, y'all probably thinking I'm fucking crazy, but today the reason why I'm ranting is because like today I had some shit popped up in my feed, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And this fucking lady talking about how to get somebody to basically pay you your money back, and she's showing this cornball ass goofy spell about like, oh, cut a lemon in half, put the name of your lover, get the fuck up out of here. You sound fucking cornballish, bro. That ain't how you get anybody to do shit for you. There is no domination in that, bitch. You're gonna sour and cause problems between you and that fucking person. And then it pissed me off when I seen this bitch put honey and cinnamon. Yes, honey and cinnamon is for love. We get that. But that's not how you use it, you dumbass. And I hate these fake ass. Yo, it pissed me off because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Something about me, all right? And I told y'all this shit before, right? I grew up in a family of witches. Like my family members throw circles. My family members are high level magicians. They not these bums that you be seeing out here that be like, let's do this and let's do that. No, 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 no. This is the reason why I told y'all, like, when I do magic, that shit comes like that because I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it pisses me off to see people misguiding others, and then people are causing problems in their connection, and they're basically like wondering why the fuck they fighting with the person that they dealing with, because you following these goofy fake ass people. These people is fake. This whole on this moon, you got to do this. Look, I don't shit on no pagans and I don't shit on no Wiccans. I don't shit on their practice because I know that they go by the moons. And yes, a lot of people that practice magic, they use the moon. Like I get that, right? Like the moon is used for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? However, you can do magic any fucking day of the week. There's certain days that are stronger for magic. Like, for example, Friday is motherfucking love day. If you want to do a love spell, you need to fucking start the motherfucker on a Friday. Okay? Because Friday is considered a lust day. Saturday's black magic. Tuesday's black magic. That's why they say don't get married or motherfucking move on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? But it just pissed me off. I'm gonna start with y'all reading, but it just pissed me off when I go on TikTok and people be like lying to people like, bitch, you got fucking how many likes for a video that's fake? And it pisses me off that people are like idiots in the comments, like, oh, how do you do this? Do I do this? I saw a video that just fucking made my hairs come out gray and shit like that. Like, bitch, you just made me sprout more gray hairs. Talking about put your name in vinegar with someone you trying to get back. Bitch, are you crazy? You're gonna be fist fighting vinegar? You talking to a witch. I'm a witch. You put name in vinegar, you're gonna fight with that person. Don't fucking do that. And it pisses me off because I know some of y'all just real clueless. You know what I'm saying? And you got these fake ass motherfuckers on TikTok and on YouTube that be on some other level guiding y'all to your fucking death pretty much. Because damn, if I want my motherfucking dude back and I stick my motherfucking name with his name in a jar of vinegar, we gonna kill each other, bro. We gonna kill each other. And then you wondering why the fuck y'all are going like this and shit. Because you got idiots that are telling you how to do shit. So I decided I'm gonna take my shit to my motherfucking shit that I told y'all I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna teach y'all. I hate fake, phony stuff, and I feel like the problem is that when that happens, y'all look at people like me that know what I'm doing as, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, I heard this and I heard that, but that didn't work for me. Not everybody can do magic. You can't. People can lie to you. Yeah. Okay. What does that mean? Nothing. Shit. You know how many motherfuckers lie to you when you go to the store? How many people gaslight you when you go to a car place to buy a car? Don't they sell you all these fucking ideas of this car and how this fucking features is fucking fire and how you can get this and you can get that? And it's just a fucking whip, bro. It's just a car. They sell you these dreams. Okay? Metaphysical stores will gaslight you. I'm gonna tell you the truth because it's not like I'm gaining anything by telling y'all the truth. I'm just being honest. Okay? They'll be like, oh, turn on this candle, put this in there, put that in there, and you'll get this. That's not true. That's not true, bro. There's more to that. There's a ritual you gotta perform. And I feel like that shit's on people that are real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was telling y'all the other day, I seen a picture of Cardi B. She's getting into high level magic. I'm talking about, it's not even Santeria anymore. This bitch is in Palo. You know what Palo is? Look it up. Palo, they used to dead, bro. She not playing with no little shit. As soon as I seen them necklaces, I was like, oh shit. That's the shit my mom got. You got to be careful with that. They use dead bodies and corpses and shit like that for rituals. And, you know, there's a lot of shit you do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not doing no baby magic. She was at first. At first, I told y'all when I did her reading, I was like, this bitch do magic, but it's not nothing big. When I seen the bitch, what was it? A couple of days ago, I seen her. And I showed it to y'all. She doing high level magic. Look at this shit. It's not that high though, because my family practices high level magic. My family actually throws circles with the sword, with the elements. Like we can call actual spirits, like demons, angels, things like that. Like I use sigil magic. I use seals. I'm a high level witch. I'm not like the idiots that be like, fucking put a lemon and go curse your fucking relationship and shit. Like, what the fuck? No. Look, this is what Cardi B had on. Let me see if I even deleted this bitch. I think I did. No, I didn't. Right here. Look it up. This is fucking Palo, bro. Let me see if I can lower it down. The stuff. When you go to Miami, a lot of people end up disappearing. You know why? Because they sacrifice you, bro. That's what Palo is. Palo is the dead. You die, your spirit dies, and you come back from that spirit. This is what this girl doing. This is Palo. Look at them dumb beads. That's Palo. That ain't fucking lower level magic. That is Santeria. She probably started with Santeria. She's going through Palo because of the long. You know how I know? And this is something I'm gonna teach y'all. Okay. And let me tell you, there's gonna be a period where she's gonna have to shave her head. If she ever gets blessed with them, she's gonna have to shave her head and do all kinds of shit. But the long beads that go down all the way down to your waist, those are for paleros. That's what they're called. Paleros. The ones like, let me see if I got any here. This is Santeria, Yoruba Santeria. I don't think I got any here. Hold on, y'all, because I got a fuck ton of crystals here. Okay, I'm gonna show you some I use. Okay. This is a thing for the table when you're gonna do a love spell or a money spell with a shun. This isn't a shun ornament. This cost me $250. You have to prepare the table for the orisha so they can come to you. Okay, you call them. But like I said, You're not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fake phony bitch that's gonna be like, okay, let's turn on the candle and that's it. Yeah, we're gonna do this. No, 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 no. A real witch has this. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing a ritual, you gotta do it properly or don't do shit. You also gotta protect yourself before you do some shit because you never know what could come through. It's not just the one spirit you're calling that comes through either. But yeah, um, like, I hate seeing the fake shit on TikTok. It just pisses me the fuck off. Like, stop with the weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father, like, no, like, shade or nothing like that, but my father, and a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. Okay. My father was a voodoo priest. So yeah, I know magic. I know all kinds of magic. I don't just know little shit. If I wanted to go to the dark side, I could. I could, but I don't want to. Like, I could go and get into voodoo. My father was a voodoo priest. I simply choose to be into other types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when I first started, when I was younger, I was kind of confused. I didn't know what to do, you know? So I started to learn about all kinds of magic, you know? And then I just realized, hey, I prefer to have the higher level magic, the stuff that you deal with angels and you can call demons. That's the type of magic I do. I don't play with little kid shit. And I know that what you call can come to you. And you better be fucking ready and prepared and protected and have seals and your sword so that in case if something crosses over that ain't supposed to come. But it just ticks me off when I see these phony ass baloney idiots on TikTok telling y'all to put vinegar on your name. And another one that made me like fucking like I lost like fucking ages of my life when I heard some stupid bitch say that you're gonna do a cleansing spell with pepper. Bro, pepper? I'm done. Let's get to y'all reading. Pepper, bitch? Go ahead and do that and tell me how that's gonna fucking start bringing you fights. Go ahead. And then when y'all be like, oh shit, my life is turning into a nightmare, then you can call me and ask me how to get rid of it. You don't ever put pepper on yourself. There's things you don't fuck with. Okay? Don't ever put your name in no fucking vinegar. Okay? Don't fucking listen to these cornball ass fake ass bitches that are making money off of y'all views and shit. Don't listen to them shits. Cause y'all finna be up on here talking about your life is a nightmare. And that's gonna be on you. Google don't be telling you the truth neither. Google be having a lot of fake little fucking people. Because how the fuck you about to sit here and say, oh, well, you can only do this spell on a new moon? No, that's not true. Why are you lying to people and claiming that you can only do a specific spell on a specific like moon? You can do a spell whenever the fuck you want. You just gotta pick the correct day. Obviously, if you're doing malice, you need Saturday and you need motherfucking Tuesday. Those are the black magic days. Something y'all didn't know. Now I'm teaching you. Okay. So let's go to the fire signs. I'm telling you, these people be lying, bro. Like I seen some retarded ass bitch talking about if you want to do a money spell, you should always start it on a Wednesday. Who the fuck told you that? Who the fuck, bro? It's just like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Where did you concoct this fuckery? Oh, let me guess. You probably seen some crazy fake ass witch on TikTok, and the bitch was like, "Yeah, do this on this day." You know, if you take pepper and you put your name on it, like you take your name. I saw a thing on TikTok, y'all gonna understand what the fucking pissed me off. It says cleanse your body with an egg. Yes, that does cleanse some of the negativity. However, you're not supposed to flush it down the toilet. They say, oh, flush it down the toilet. It says flush it down the toilet, but before you flush it down the toilet, you break it in a cup and you put pepper. Please don't fucking do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? That's your energy. That you're cursing with fucking pepper, bro. Black pepper. She said cayenne pepper. Do you know what cayenne pepper does? Bitch, I bet you I can make you kill yourself with your neighbor with cayenne pepper. And all I need is cayenne pepper and 2 candles. And I can make you and your neighbor motherfucking kill each other. Cayenne pepper is a war pepper, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And mad people in the comments talking about, I did this and a lot of bad stuff started happening to me. I must have a jinx. No, you stupid hoe. You jinx yourself by doing that. You jinx yourself by doing that. Why would you put that on yourself? What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to cleanse yourself with the egg. And if you want to see someone throw witchcraft, you put it in a cup of water. You're going to start to see the cobwebs fly up. That means someone's working on you. If you're cleansing yourself, as you do it all over your body, you throw it towards a tree because it's life that's out there. It has to be in nature. Okay? You're breaking whatever is thrown to you, whatever negativity's on you. But it's not just that you need to do. I'm just saying. It just irritates me with these fucking fake ass, phony ass people that be doing dumb, weird shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? And then y'all be wondering why y'all life be turning into a nightmare with y'all partners because y'all be following these goofy TikTokers. Goofy bitches. Like, you a goofy bitch. It's so easy to protect yourself and do so much, like, small little stuff if you know how to do it. If you're being told by somebody that knows what they're doing. Not no fake ass person. God damn, these oracle cards don't want to come out, man. It's best if you don't know what you're doing to pay somebody. And I cannot stand them fake witches on YouTube that be like, here's one. Here's one. This should give me anxiety, bro. Here's one. Y'all finna laugh because I know y'all see people do this dumb shit. Here's one. When people be like, bless the candle or the doll that you're using in the name of the Holy Spirit. Hold on a second. Hold on. You're doing magic. How the fuck are you calling God? I can't with some of y'all. To flush what? The egg? You're supposed to bury it or throw it outside. It's supposed to go into nature. You're not supposed to flush it. Flushing it is not really, it's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw it into nature. Now, let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know about me, okay? Every year, I go and I do a ritual. It's a cleansing ritual. I do it on the 1st of January, okay? It's a ritual with paleros. I don't know if you know what palo is. And they do cleansing. They have, you know, a lot of like people that do high level magic, okay? And they cleanse you. A lot of the rituals I go to, there's a lot of people that, you know, they practice magic and they be like walking possessed where I go. Like I could record it, but I'm not gonna do that, right? Because you're not supposed to. That's one of the things that they tell us. So every January you'll see me. I'll be having a white head wrap, a white outfit, because we have to be white. When you're receiving the New Year's, you have to always do egg cleansing, and you know there's it's a milk that, you know what I'm saying, they bless with prayers and they call spirits and shit like that, and you have to drink from it. Yeah, we could use chickens for you know, spiritual spells, yes. You know, but once you start using that, you start using blood magic, it starts to get, you know, demanding, because you've got certain spirits that once you do that, they're gonna always require you to do that in order to help you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with blood magic, okay? Especially if you're doing like sacrifices, because certain spirits will be like, hey, you gotta, you know, like they ain't gonna work for you unless you do it. You know what I'm saying? And never use your own blood. I hate these phony balonies talking about, oh my God, you want to tie somebody to you? You need to prick your finger and do a love spell with your blood. Don't do that. What the dude? What? Listen, don't do that. I can't with people. I'm telling you right now, I just can't. I just can't. I've known about magic since I was a little ass kid. I grew up in it. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know, there's a lot of shit that I know that I don't want to tell y'all about because y'all can look at me differently. But I was gonna actually get myself what is called rayado in palo. So basically, you know, you die, your spirit dies, and you come back from the spirit that they call. That was the only reason why I didn't do it. And a lot of women have done it in the tribe that I go to when I do my cleansing. They cut 5 things. It's like 5. They do a gillette and they take your blood. They do 5 slices on your hands. I didn't want to do that because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I was born with this spirit. Like God brought me with this spirit. Why would I want to kill my spirit and come from some spirit? I don't know what the hell that is. And you got to talk in a different language. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not going to do that. Therefore, I'm good. That's why I didn't do it. But let me tell you, a lot of paleros, they have to sacrifice people. Let me tell you, and there was an epic period in Florida and where a lot of motherfucking people was missing, and it was dumb. They would go to the cemeteries. It was people being used for sacrifices. Look that shit up, y'all. Look it up. You're gonna be like, oh shit, the fuck, this girl wasn't lying. The lowest of the lowest level of magic, honestly, is and like I said, no actual shade because I respect them. You know what I'm saying? But the lowest level of the magics is the pagans and the Wiccans. It's not because like they do their own shit, right? But the way that they move, they are more like earth. You know what I'm saying? They're not such higher level. Like when you use, you know, a sword and you're calling demons, you're calling spirits, you have sigils. Example, if I could get into all my crystals, I will show you. I have a protection sigil. It's a seal. Okay. And the seal is to protect me from evil spirits. When I do a circle and I call something, I have 7 angels on my neck. The reason why is because something could happen. Some evil demon can cross while I'm doing my magic. You know what I'm saying? And I need to be able to protect myself. However, if I'm going to call something, don't get me wrong, I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You need to have it embroidered in your clothes. You need to have the seal in a ring, because if you call an evil spirit or a spirit for whatever and they try to be funny and try to cross you, you could stop them. A circle's not going to stop them from coming into that shit. They could come into that motherfucker. Like there's people that do it for riches, right? How do you know if somebody's working on you? I mean, you could do that egg thing that I was telling you about. You could turn on a candle. It'll tell you on the candle. You would know someone's working on you. Like you'll notice shit will be bad for you. Like your money will be bad, your love will be bad, all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? And you must always respect the spirits. You must always have, like, I have a lot of dead animals in jars. When you do spells, you got to put that in the table. That's basically you saying, I respect you. I'm giving you this offering. Because I'm not going to de-goat nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to cut no goat's head off or nothing like that. I mean, if I had my own land, I probably would, but I don't. So, hey. My neighbor was trying to convince me to do a hummingbird ritual. I left so fast I began to pray. Let me tell you something. Before I start this reading, y'all finna laugh your asses the fuck off, man. So my mother, she's a high level magician, right? And she had this book that spoke in another language. And basically she was like, oh, it said love spells. And I was like, oh, because I've always been in love with love since I was a little ass kid. Okay. And I was like, oh, it's a love spell. I was like, I want to read it. And every time I would read it, it would tell you like what you would need, like what utensils to perform the ritual. But then it would start talking like in another language. And I'm like, what the fuck? And every time I would want to start some shit, my mother would be like, don't be fucking reading that. You don't know what that says. You don't know what spirit that's calling. And so I was like, okay, all right, I respect because I know, you know what I'm saying? Since I was a little ass kid, like I told you I see the people, but since I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Like the dead used to roam around my house, turning on the radios, throwing stuff, shooting shit across. So I'm used to it. Like the lights going off, all that dumb shit. I'm used to that. That would scare somebody else though. You know what I mean? It's funny because my mother gave me the book and she's like, you could read it. Now she has a lot of magic books. So she was like, you could read it. Just be careful. Yada yada. There was this girl that was the sister of my brother's best friend, one of his best friends. And her relationship had fell down the drain. I even remember the bitch's name, even though I don't talk to her. Her name was Janelle. She used to be like, oh, like she used to tell my mother, I'll pay you like money if you bring this guy back to me. And my mother was like, if I bring him back to you, you cannot do no dumb shit. You better be sure you want this guy back because I don't practice magic just to practice magic. If I practice magic, it's something big, right? So she's like, I would sell my soul to the devil. She would say stupid shit like that. Okay. And my mother was like, stop talking like that. You don't know what that means. She was like, you playing with magic and these spirits don't play. You better watch what you're saying. She was like, because there's a lot of spirits in my home, and if they hear you, they can take your life away. So let me tell you something. And when I say my mother practices high level magic, I mean high level magic. Like there's been like actual demons that have come to my house, y'all. That's a whole nother story. I'm gonna tell y'all shit. I told you I'm gonna tell y'all shit that y'all not gonna even believe me. But my life be like a fucking book, bro. Let me tell you. This stupid fucking bitch was like, yo, come over. She's like, come over to my house, yada yada. She was in love with this dude named Juan. He didn't want it. He had another bitch. He was fucking. And she was like, how could he blame me for that fat hoe? Like she was disgruntled. And I was like, I know how to bring him to you. Now, mind you, I was 15 years old. I was 15 years old. And she goes, come over. We'll just read the book. Her mother was asleep. Her brother was not home yet. Okay. And so her brother, we knew that he wasn't going to come because he texted her and he said to her, he was like, yo, I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be out late. But we knew who he was with. He was with, which is crazy as fuck what I'm about to tell y'all. He was fucking the sister of the bitch that took the girl's man. And I'm like, what the hell kind of crazy shit is this? Like, what? Your brother's sticking his dick in the apps, sister? What the hell? I'm like, yo. So her little brother, he was 8 years old. He was sleeping next door, and so was the mother. And so I took the book, and I cannot for the death of me remember the name of this book because I will pay over $200 to get this book because my mother got rid of it because of what happened, and it hurt my soul. I could never find the book. And I said, Ma, why would you do that? And she was like, I didn't want you calling things that you don't know how to handle it to get rid of. And I get it. I got it because you know what I'm saying? I was young, but the fucking book, now I can't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what the fuck? These are relics. You don't throw away important stuff like that. So basically, it's, it was like a voodoo, love spell book. And so in the book, it talked about to get a person to contact you. Okay. And I was at a house. I was doing a sleepover. I was waiting for this dude to text me. And I was just like, yeah, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to I'm not trying to stay with her now. I'm trying to dip with a whole nother dude. So I'm like, I was like, yo, Janelle, let's, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's stay here until this guy hit me up. And then I'm about to leave. Cause you know what I'm saying? My mom was not going to be okay with me bouncing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was doing too much, y'all. And she over here talking about, you can't just leave me, girl. You can't just leave me like that. Wait until I fall asleep and then you can dip. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So the dude I was supposed to get picked up by fell through. And I think that the reason why that happened was because they made that happen because we was really on it. We was about to go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm laying in bed talking to her. She's reading the book to herself. She bumps into this one spell that says how to get someone to contact you back. Like to contact you after you've had like no contact. She starts to read this shit And she starts, I said, what are you reading? And she goes, oh, it's a spell that has how to get a guy to contact you back, but I don't know how to say this. And so we're sitting in the dark, but the room, the light was on in the room, but the actual house was like completely like dark because we turned off the lights. Everybody was supposed to be going to bed. It was just, her mother next to us and her brother, her little brother, and me and her. And so we're in this room, and I'm sitting here like, yo, where my dude at? Why he not coming through? Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? This bitch over here trying to get me to do spells with her. I'm trying to dip. And she's like, yo, help me, because you know how to read this stuff. And I said, you want me to call this? And she goes, please, can you just read the spell? Because I really want Juan back. She started to cry, and me, I'm weak for helping people. I'm not going to lie. Fuck. So I took the fucking book. And it was like this, it was like 4 lines, I swear to y'all. It was like 4 lines. And I read it out loud, and y'all almost pissed my motherfucking pants. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, like, literally, this bitch closes the book and goes, I hope he contacts me tomorrow. And I'm like, I hope he contacts you too, girl, because I'm trying to go with this dude tonight. You don't want me to leave. Like, I didn't come here to, like, sleep with you. I want to go. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to go out. She told me she was going to go out with me. That's the reason why I was kind of disappointed in her ass. She wanted to stay home sleep. I'm like, no. So I'm starting to call my homeboys like, yo, come through. Come pick me up. You know what I'm saying? This bitch goes to sleep. She doesn't go to sleep. She puts the book under the pillow. This is what she did. She put it under the pillow and starts talking to me about, oh, when's he going to come through? Because the dude was like, yo, I'm on my way, yada, yada. And I'm like, yo, I'm right here. And I told him where I'm at. And I'm getting all excited. All of a sudden, I start here running. Like someone was out of breath. Like, do. Something tripped over the table in the living room. That shit was like, yo, I said, she was, ah! She starts screaming. Like she was like, bro, she fucking freaked. She started to scream, ah, mommy, there's somebody in the house. There's somebody in the house. Screaming to high heaven. And I'm like, fuck, somebody broke into this house? And I'm like, I ain't got no gun. I ain't got no knife. I'm in a fucking room. I'm about to be murdered like this. I'm looking like I can't even climb out of a window because there was no fucking window. Y'all, we done called the spirit and came over there. Let me tell you something. Her mother would not wake up. She sat there screaming to the fucking gods. She starts to pray, talking about, God, please, if you get me out of this, I'll never do nothing else ever again. I'm so sorry. God, please don't let me die like this. She starts praying, calling God, calling Jesus, calling everybody, doing Santa Maria. And I'm looking at her like, oh, if we're about to die, God ain't gonna help us. Like, and then I said, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let me hear. And I'm thinking, if it's a motherfucker in the house, I'm gonna hear you moving. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shut up, stop fucking crying. Because I'm getting mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to fucking move in strategicness. Like the Scorpio in me kicked in. I'm like, shut the hell up, ho, before I muffle your ass. Like, I need to fucking be able to defend myself. So I'm looking around and I'm trying to listen. And I'm like, if this motherfucker coming through this door, there's a lot of shit we could fight this bitch with. I'm not about to go down like that. You ain't killing me. That's a fact. Shit, I'm way too motherfucking smart for all that. I'm too street smart to get killed in the house. So I'm literally like, shut the hell up, Janelle, before I beat the shit out of you. I told her just like that. She goes, oh my God, there's something in here, there's somebody in here. I said, if there's somebody in here, that motherfucking coming through that door. He probably gonna kill your mama and your brother, but he ain't killing me. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I ended up turning around and I said, be quiet. And when she stopped screaming like a fucking lunatic, I'm like, there's nothing. I don't hear anything. Like, I didn't hear anything. Like, I couldn't hear anything. All I heard was her fucking mama snoring to high heaven. And I'm thinking, if a motherfucker was in here, he would have killed her mama. You know what I'm saying? That he would be coming to us. But no. And so I said, I gotta open up the door. Grab this fucking lamp. If a nigga come through, you start wailing. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna let him kill me. But bitch, you better not let him kill me either, bitch, because at the end of the day, two can fight a motherfucker. But one bitch is not the same thing, especially not no 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo, I'm like, if this motherfucker come through, take that lamp and go ham. Beat the fucking brakes out that motherfucker. And then when you can't, get away. Because I'll make sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, I jump on this motherfucker. You could get out, you know? She turns around and goes, no, 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 don't open the door, don't open the door. And I was like, shut the fuck up. We're not going to sing and get killed, bro. You know, because we thinking this is a motherfucker that got in the house. Yo, after she got done screaming like a fucking banshee, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up, she kept screaming, Ma, Ma, Ma. Then she starts calling her brother. She starts calling her brother. Mind you, her brother's like, what the fuck? Why you blowing up my phone? What's going on? She's like, somebody broke into the house or somebody in the house. He's like, lock the fucking door. She's like, it's already locked, but this one wants to go out. And I'm like, this one knows what she's doing, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to sink and be no bird in a cage. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to defend myself. Even if one of us is just the only one that lives, bitch, somebody getting out. You know what I'm saying? So her brother's like, I'm heading over there right now. Her brother, I don't know if this motherfucker drove like 110 or some shit, but the bitch was there like in less than 10 minutes. He came to the house. He's knocking outside the doors, talking about the doors is locked. So we're like, okay, somebody came in through the windows and they tripped over the table because it was dark. You know what I'm saying? Her brother's like, open the door. And she's like, no, I'm not going out. Somebody's in the house. I'm not going to die like that. And her brother was getting kind of mad. So he's like, yo, can you come open up the door? And I was like, she won't let me move from where I'm at, bro. Like, she literally got the lamp in her hand, acting like she about to hit me with the shit. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yo, I don't have the keys. I can't get in. So he starts blowing up his mama's phone. And eventually, like after an hour, this bitch wakes up. Bitch, how fucking deep in your sleep are you? We screaming like we getting murdered and you out there snoring and shit. You know, she wakes up, opens up her door and goes, Janelle, open up the door. There's nobody here. She goes, open up the door for Javier. Javier comes in, the brother. He's got a gun. He's like, yo, if anybody ain't here, I'm about to shoot you. You better leave right now. Da, 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 da. So we go like, you know, they like pussies and shit like that. I'm standing behind the mother. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, because she's trying to protect us and the little kids. Janelle, bitch ass, locked herself up in the fucking room. They locked the fucking door like a pussy with her little brother. She locked herself in the room. I'm like, yo, let's do this. We gonna find this motherfucker. Like, I'm with it, you know. He's like, nah, you need to go back into the room with them in case of some shit pop off. I'm like, nigga, if some shit pop off, they gonna have to kill us. Like, we all gonna die, I guess, the fuck? So then the mother turns around. She's got her phone ready to call 911. We go through the entire house. Back door locked. Front door was locked. All the windows was locked. Nobody there. Her mother would not believe us. She thought we was lying. She said, there's no way that you heard something like that. And I said to my mother, and I was like, and I never swear on my mother because I value my parents like crazy. On my mother's life, something was running and tripped over that table. I said, on my mother's life. And I said to her, your daughter had a full-blown panic attack. This bitch was about to hit me with a lamp because I wanted to go check. And she was like, we called some demons. That's what she said. We called some demons. I said, I ain't call no demons, bitch. She was like, you read that book? You read it. Girl, listen here, bitch. What you mean you read it? Girl, you told me to read the lines. What the fuck? And this is what my mama said. My mama told me don't read that fucking book. My mama always told me to be reading no shit in no other languages because you don't know what you reading, you know? And she goes, what book you read? And I was like, so I kind of took a book that is my mother's that is voodoo, but it's like in another language. And she was like, and you calling stuff in my house? I was like, your daughter called it. I only read it. So she was like, you go home. So I ended up getting taken home at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I didn't hang out with the dude I wanted to chill with. It was some bullshit, bro. But when I got home, my mother was like so come here. And I was like, what? And she goes, I heard you came home at 3 o'clock last night. What happened? And I'm like, what do you mean? And she was like, I heard you were calling spirits. What did I tell you about that? She was like, what do you have for protection? What seals do you have? What do you have for this? She was like, this is how stupid little girls like you end up dead. And I was like, oh God, like what the fuck? So I learned my lesson after that. I didn't call anything like, you know what I'm saying, without being properly equipped with the things that I need to protect myself. But I'm telling y'all, the most craziest thing was this motherfucker 2 days later contacts her. And she goes, thank you so much for bringing him back to me. She was like, but I don't know. Did I sell my soul to the devil? And I said, I don't know what I said. So I don't know what you're selling. You said go home gladly. She was so scared. I was like, yo. And let me tell y'all, my mother, because she practices high level magic, she called a spirit. She used to have a book of the dead, and it had a spirit on there. And she did, a circle, and she called some elements, she called some spirits, and some kid came over to my. But this is a story I'm gonna tell you. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? Because I'm gonna tell you the name of the spirit and everything that he called. He called the demon, and he lied and said that demon, one of my brother's really close friends, was like, oh, that demon was the brother of Satan's sister, and he had sex with her, and he started lying. And my mother was like, because my mother knows a lot about magic. She looking at this motherfucker like, really, really. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, really, really, and he's like, inventing lies because people that don't know about magic think that shit is a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? They think it's a fucking game. And so he sat there lying and lying and lying. And my mother was like, okay, Brian, go home. You crazy. She was like, mm-hmm. This motherfucker invented this elaborate googly story. I'm gonna tell y'all about this on my OnlyFans. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? You know what happened to him? My mother works for high level magic. So my brother, she gave him a protection seal. They go to the grocery store like maybe 5 minutes away from my house. And they walked out the car, and just out of nowhere, these two black guys started to physically assault this kid, the one that was lying. You know what I'm saying? What do you want?
The battery keeps coming out.
Because you took the back off. Get a piece of tape. Oh, fuck.
There's no piece of tape.
We need tape. Get scotch tape. Oh, not scotch tape. The big tape. Where's the big fat white tape? The clear. Yeah. And let me tell y'all, for no reason, they just started physically assaulting this kid. And so my brother was in the store trying to grab, like, they was grabbing like these drinks and shit like that. And when they came out, he said that shit happened in seconds, bro. He said when they came out, they saw these two black guys standing over this kid, and the pit bull bit like the guy's like boot and shit like that. This kid, they said they wasn't even in there 5 minutes. This kid got fucked up so bad for lying on spirits. Cause I tell y'all this all the time. Like I y'all don't pay attention when I talk to y'all about certain things, but y'all should listen to me because I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? This spirit that my mother, you know what I'm saying, was reading into and was, basically dealing with, he ended up almost killing this kid. You know what's crazy? During the attack, there was a loud airplane type noise over my house. The sky got pitch black. My mother said, oh my God, what is that? My mother was like, what is that? And she wakes me up. She's like, do you hear that? And I say, sounds like a fucking airplane. I thought we were getting kidnapped by aliens. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that sounds crazy, but bitch, if you would have been there, you would have thought you was getting kidnapped too. The fuck? I was like, damn, they're gonna take us. These aliens are gonna fucking kidnap us. You know what I'm saying? It was like that, like a fucking like an airplane was over my house. And when I say there was not one motherfucking cloud in the sky, I thought, yep, we're done. Fuck it, we're done. I said, oh my God, we are going somewhere. I don't know where, but I thought it was some aliens that was gonna rapture us. You know what I'm saying? The sky was fucking pitch black. My mother said, I ain't never seen that in my entire life. My mother was scared. And let me tell you, my mother is a fucking full-blown magician. Like, she is a high ranking witch. She literally was scared. You understand what I'm saying? She went and grabbed her book of the death. She she grabbed a book of death. And she said, I think I know who this is. Please do not kill everybody in this house. You know, she did a circle very quickly with her sword. You know what I'm saying? And said, please do not do anything. And she's like, oh my God. So she's in her cape. And this house is like fucking shaking, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Are we gonna die? Like, I'm just like, yo, this shit is just some shit of like a movie, bro, honestly. Let me tell y'all something. My brother, the whole entire airplane loud, it sounds like an engine, bro. That noise goes away. I'm thinking, are we dead? Are we alive? What's going on? Like, what the fuck? My mother's like, don't come out the circle. Don't come out the circle because a lot of demons, they'll kill you if you come out the circle. And there's a high level spirit that has legions of demons. If you come out, I can't save you. And I said, I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get killed by a demon. What the fuck? And I'm like, Ma, what the fuck you called? And I'm freaking out. You know what I'm saying? She's got her cape on. She's got a lot of protection shit. So she's like, if he comes through, we gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, don't get out the circle. I hear the door. So I'm like, let's go and open the door. My mother's like, are you fucking stupid? That could be a setup. They could, you know, because if you get out the circle, you could die. Once that noise stopped and my mother was like, okay, and felt safe, we went to the door. Yo, the police was at my door. I'm like, oh my God, what happened to my brother? My mother said, what happened to my son? And they said, your son is in the hospital with Brian. He's dying. My fucking mouth was like, what? Y'all, when I tell you, I swear to God on my kid's life, y'all, this is a true story. When I tell y'all that my mother went to the hospital and when we saw Brian's face, I never seen something so scary in my life. In my life. Okay? Supposedly two guys in less than 5 minutes broke his ribs, his jaw, and his leg in less than 5 minutes. Do you know that the police officer said that they would have had to beat him with steel-toe boots to crack his face like that? And they would have had to take bats. The dudes did not. It was just their hands. Like, it was just one dude too, which is even worse. But yeah, it was supposedly one dude because when my brother got out, he saw it. It was just one dude. And the crazy thing is that when months after, because they had to wire his mouth shut, like he had to have like a helmet type of thing because his jaw was completely destroyed. They had to like wire and fix him up. It was so devastating, the type of stuff that happened to that boy. Like, I'm talking about devastating, but you don't play with spirits, man. You don't make fun of them. You don't joke about shit you don't know. Stay the fuck out of shit you don't know and don't comment on it if you don't know about it. Don't joke about it. Don't say no crazy cornball shit because they will fucking get you. You know what I'm saying? When you're playing with someone that is very spiritually tapped, like my mother is, you get what you reap. You know what I'm saying? And so what ended up happening with this kid was my mother went to the hospital. She goes, you don't want to see him like that. And I was like, what's wrong, Ma? Like, is he all right? And my mom was like, no, he's not. He looks like really, really bad. She was like, he's like an intensive care unit. Time he got out, I went 4 months after the incident, y'all. 4 fucking months after to go see him at his aunt's house. Y'all, when I'm telling you this motherfucker looked mangled 4 months after, I'm like, damn, I can't even imagine what he looked like when he first got attacked. Jesus. You know? And he cried. He looked at my mother, he cried, and through the mouth closed, because he couldn't open his mouth, he couldn't talk. It was wired. Like, he was like talking like this. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm so sorry for making fun of spirits. He's like, you really are a high level witch. That's what he said to my mother. He said, whatever that was that you was talking to me about, he was like, I heard that story, so I repeated it to you. And he apologized. He kept apologizing because he thought that my mother sent it after him. My mother was like, I would never do that. I would never send anything after anybody. She was like, I would never do that. You're my son's one of my son's best friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he believed us though. I'm not gonna lie, because like shortly after that he left. Like he moved. He went to California. Like he just kept apologizing to my mother, telling her like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I think he thinks that my mother, I think he genuinely thought that my mother did that. I'm not gonna lie. That my mother sent that spirit after him. She didn't though. She did not. He was making fun of it, and that's what happened. And she said, be careful what you say. Don't make jokes about no spirit that has legions of demons, because that spirit can kill you. And that's literally what the spirit almost did. And so, you know, like I told y'all, I come from a family that ain't no magic. So when that situation happened, I was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this thing with Brian should have been like my learning lesson. But Janelle wouldn't stop with the fucking wanting to get her man back, and I was trying to help her, and that's the only reason why I read the verse on there, and here we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be like on the other side there somewhere because of this stupid hoe telling me to read shit. And then she's talking about, did I just sell my soul to the devil? Girl, that's on you if you sold your soul to the devil. That ain't got nothing to do with me. The fuck I gotta do with me? That shit got zero to do with me. But I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all some crazy ass shit. Some crazy stories that happened with me and my mother. Like my mother been teaching me magic for a long, long time, since I was really, really young. And we ended up accidentally, well, I don't really call it accidentally, but yeah, accidentally calling some spirits that came to our house. And she's like, because we're focusing on levitation, okay? And she's like, let's focus on levitating so that we can fly. And I was like, you can fly? Like that's just some shit that I was like, this sounds like some crazy shit out of way. She's like, yes, you can fly. She was like, if you focus on levitating and you focus on your spirituality, you can lift yourself off this table. And I'm like, I don't know if y'all ever remember that dude, Chris Angel, that used to fly on TV, but it was like fake. You could do that if you're really tapped. You know what I'm saying? So my mother was trying to teach me it. And I seen this like black spirit run after behind like the couch in my living room. And I said, oh no, oh no, 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 no. My mother goes, what happened? I start screaming like I seen the devil, because I literally thought it was I thought it was a spirit that was evil. Because I'm like, well, I just seen something run right by in a cape. And so my mother goes, where is it? I said, mine's right behind the chair. And my mother goes, there's a spirit in here. And I said, turn around slowly. It's crunched down behind the couch like it's on its knees. And so my mother goes, okay. She grabs her sword from the table and goes, I command you to leave this house. And she pulls her seal out. You know what I'm saying? It's an angel seal, y'all. Look, there's things in here. If the lights was off, you guys will be able to see those orbs. I just saw them on the camera. She pulls her sword out and she points where the spirit was at. And I was like, ah! I'm like freaking out, scared, half pissing my pants, y'all. Mind y'all, I was 15, so don't be talking shit about me, y'all. Not like I was this old or anything like that. I was scared half to death. And my mother goes, is it still there? And I was like, no, it's not. But I don't want to move off this chair because I don't know if there's more of them running around this house. I was fucking shitting myself scared. Let me tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff. Y'all gonna be like, oh my God. Like the stuff my mother used to call, and how we had a neighbor that was like a santera. She used to like do sacrifices. And yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all some shit. Y'all finna be like, oh hell no. Of like this spirit that tried to leave with my mother because it thought that my mother called it and shit like that. It was like a neighbor of ours. We didn't know she was a witch. And she used to do like sacrifices. And we went to her house and her whole ceiling was black. And my mother was like, why is the ceiling black? She goes, oh, they told me you were gonna come over here. My mother goes, who told you I was coming over here? And she was like, my spirits did. And she was like, and my mother, she was like, no. She was like, no, I don't like this. She didn't want to go, all the way to the back of there was like a back room she used to practice in. And she was trying to lure my mother back there. My mother said, this bitch trying to sacrifice me. I said, I don't think she's trying to sacrifice you. My mother was like, stand by the door. If I don't come back out, you get the police. You know what I'm saying? Mind y'all, we in New York City. And my mother said when she walked to that back room, her eyes was like, I'm talking about she had animals that she had sacrificed and the whole entire floor was full of blood. My mother said, fuck no. I don't know if she wanted me to be a part of that right there or if I was going to be a sacrifice to that. I was like, I don't think so. And she's like, you cannot trust these motherfuckers. Anybody that can kill animals like that in that type of way, in those type of masses, will kill a human being. And I'm like, I'm looking at my mom like, you mad dramatic. Like, I honestly didn't even believe her, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But we knew that she was like like a black witch because the neighbors, they used to pay her for magic. And they used to be like, oh, Juanita, she does magic with like sacrifices and stuff like that. And I always used to see people bringing animals, and then I was just like, damn, like this bitch got a whole zoo up in there. Craziest thing is she had kids. And I'm like, how the fuck you even doing that shit? Like, where do you put your kids when you do these things? But she used to do like crazy shit back there. She wanted my mother to be like part of it. Like she wanted my mom to like be in a team with her. So my mom was like, hell no, bitch, I work alone. My mother was like, I'll do this on my own. I don't fuck with nobody. She like, I'm a solo witch, bitch. She ain't stupid though. Y'all listen. We we gonna talk about some stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff that's crazy. Like I have like an actual book of like actual spirits, like with every like powerful demon's name. Remember I told y'all that during a live that if I wanted to call something I could, but I don't want to tell y'all the name of the book because I don't want nobody to get hurt based upon me. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, let's get to this reading. We're gonna have to put a timestamp. Because somebody's gonna be like, what the fuck? We're supposed to be doing the fire signs. I know, I'm sorry, my bad. Damn. All right. So for the fire signs, what we need to worry about right now. So obviously, if this is your first time here, y'all probably think I'm crazy, but I'm definitely not. We're just gonna do, you know what I'm saying, each fire sign after we do a general reading for all the fire signs. All right, you guys. So let's just put the ticker that way somebody know where the hell we are at. Oh God, you guys got somebody deceptive that creates a lot of illusions that's in regret about you. They're mad superficial though. They have this sense of remorse. You need to learn to appreciate your blessings. Some of y'all don't appreciate what you got, which is pretty interesting, right? It could be like lovers that you meet, things like that. But you're needing to learn to appreciate your blessings, all right? All right, what do I need to see for the fire signs? Somebody got a mask on. That's what it is. And as I say that, what the fuck? Who is this? Oh, the Ten of Swords. Oh, God. This person has betrayed you. They've stuck swords in your back. This could be somebody that is currently betraying you right now. Talk to me, Spirit. What is this about? Oh, God. It could be someone that has Libra in their chart. They're going through some karma, this lover. Well, okay. What else then? Yeah, it could be an air sign you guys are dealing with. This person is appearing very detached, but they're in some type of regret when it comes to you. they're kind of looking at you as somebody that is financially like stable. They also want to like come in with some type of adventurous offer towards you. Like a fresh new idea. It's sexual though, just so you know. Okay. This energy is trying to like evaluate things, like they're having like some type of like awakening about like the relationship because the Hierophant is here. Like they're reflecting on it. What are they thinking? What the hell? They really attracted to you, whomever this is. Really attracted. They see you as someone that's confident. Oh, they miss you with the Five of Cups. They seem to be grieving you. They could drink. Not necessarily has to, but they could drink. Okay. They're superficial. So someone's discontent, okay, with what's happening between you and them. Yeah, look, well, whomever this is, they deep in their head about coming towards you and offering you the 10 of Cups. Okay. They see you as a 10 of Cups. They want to love bomb you, but they just in their head right now. They feel some sense of like stuck. They're noticing that you're kind of like leaving this behind with the 8 of Cups, and they're kind of trying to stop you. I'm not gonna lie. Could be an air sign or earth energy. They got those in their chart, right? So yeah, somebody don't want you to get away. Bye with that. Some deceptive asshole. All right, let's go to Aries. Yo, listen. Who you on the phone with? Oh, tell her I'm doing a live. Because she was calling me. Aries. Some narcissistic energy is gonna come love bomb you. They're a little self-absorbed, Aries. See, you gotta watch out for that. Like the relationship is over with. There's like no second chances here, but somebody wants to try to revive this from the grave, right? Wow, that is crazy. This person got a mask on. This card says mask. Remember I told you somebody had a mask on? That is crazy. Listen here. They could be doing something behind your back because this card on the bottom says backstabbing. That is wild. Look, remember I told y'all that someone got a mask on? Wow. They in their head about you. They got a lot of like fears and anxieties. Whomever this is wants to be in some type of partnership with you. They got some type of third party at work that could be interfering in this connection. So they got somebody else that they choosing over you. Oh God. All right. Could be done with an Aquarius. Okay. They seem to think that their wish fulfillment is money at this present time, but they can't stop thinking about you, Aries. Bye. Stick your money in your butt, pretty much. You also deal with someone that appears to be reliable, but they're slow and steady. Okay. They're hardworking. There's an ending here. Death. There's a transformation taking place. Whoa. 3 of Swords is crazy work. There's a separation here. Told you somebody's going to try to revive something from the grave. Look. See? They coming in to revive this from the grave with the Ace of Cups. They want to have a new beginning. But I don't know if you should trust them. I'm not gonna lie. Cause why the fuck you got a mask on? Why you gotta be on some sneaky shit? Why you gotta be moving in deception? Why? If you good, why you doing that? They taking a long time to come towards you. So I'ma ask, like, if you entertain this person, like, what will happen? Right? Because I want to know. For those of y'all that may be possibly interested in entertaining this person, when they decide to, because right now they in their head with the Nine of Swords. They also feel this sense of like being stuck, but they will come in for a new beginning. They stay in a long time. I don't know. I just feel like if you're really serious about ending something with somebody, what is the purpose of entertaining? I don't care how long you take to come back. I don't want you. Shit. For those that are interested in entertaining this person, what's going to take place? More games. Five of Swords. That's games and conflicts. What the fuck? Jesus, man. Oh my God. Seven of Swords. They still going to be on some sneak shit. They still going to be on some sneaky stuff. They're still going to be playing these games with the Five of Swords. It's best if you just go into hermit mode and leave this alone. Because like the card said, like what's dead is dead. You know what I'm saying? But just because this person doesn't want to let you go doesn't mean that you know what I'm saying, can't set some boundaries and say no. You can. I'm just saying. It's up to you. All right. So we are going to Leo now. Oh shit, bro. For Leo, watch somebody be like, yo, you gotta do the rest of the signs because you did the 5 signs that you didn't do everybody else. Listen here, 7 o'clock. I gotta put my kid to bed. I can't be in here chilling with y'all all night. You going through some cycles with some bitch. You need to learn to stay grounded. Some of y'all can't stay grounded. This bitch be taking you out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like they making you mad as shit. Your potential is limitless. If you understood your value, yeah, you would nip this in the ass. You wouldn't allow this person to continue to be in and out. Sometimes, you know, we have to learn to take a L. Just saying. Some of y'all are closed off to love anyways. Jesus Christ. You trying to control an outcome. Can't do that. All right? Don't control no outcome with no bitch. What's there is there for a reason. And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't force nobody to do right by us or be what we want them to be. Okay? For real. Because people are just the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? Rotten apples, those going to be one. Y'all could be dealing with someone that has some type of codependency with you. Like, they could be, like, addicted, obsessive, you know? Have, like, emotional blocks. Listen, fuck this person, okay? You seem to be in this, like, Phoenix stage where you're going through some type of phase. You're changing your mind about this lover that you're dealing with. You're trying to, like, renew and grow yourself. Because the Phoenix basically is, like, someone that gets this breakdown stage and then they rise up, okay? But they come out better than they was before after this breakup. So you're elevating, all right? Oh, yeah. Right here, self-worth card just came out. It's time to heal. Work on your shadow work and your self-appreciation. See what I told you? That is called boundaries, bitch. In English. That's boundaries. You need to learn to make healthier choices. Okay? Okay. So whatever you're doing, I don't think you're making the right choices. Letting these people with these cycles in. Having new beginnings with reckless fools. Someone's like real possessive. You could be dealing with an Aries. Someone's very possessive over you, like they want to control you. So I'm expecting to see the Emperor. Damn, they coming in with some sex, some wand action, but they're defensive. They want to offer you this new opportunity, which they will. They will express interest and they'll offer you this new opportunity. But the new opportunity is the Ace of Wands, so it's really sexually based. For some of y'all, this person is very manipulative. They're going to try to like buy you, offer you money or a gift to try to get in like your good graces and shit. But they're very guarded and protected towards you with the Seven of Wands. Why are they trying to protect themselves like that? Like, why are they being so hostile? They're trying to go with their intuition. What? About what? They're trying to go with the intuition. Oh, okay, so this is the type of bitch that has issues like outside of like y'all connection. They be taking it out on you. Okay. This person is like trying to go with the intuition. They're very burdened and feeling burned out. They want to be happy with you with the Sun card. Is this the type of hoe that treats you like shit and shit like that? And like their love language is like being a bully. There's people that are like that, y'all. What is the advice regarding this person? They're gonna fight with you after they like come in and y'all have like whatever choice words y'all have. Some of y'all gonna have sex with them. They're gonna turn around and flip the switch on you. That's why you're going through some cycles with this toxic codependent asshole. It's like some of y'all could be codependent on like the traumas and shit. But yeah, they're gonna fight with you. You got the Five of Wands. And then they're gonna stalk you. Oh God, Jesus in heaven. You guys need order protection. Yep, this bitch is immature. They're also gonna juggle you. Yep. For some of y'all, they got somebody around them that it's like somebody that is appearing to like be talking to them. They seem to be like having like some type of conversation and shit like that with this energy. And this person could be like feeding them stuff against you, just so you know that. Okay. But it appears like whomever you're dealing with, yeah, they're just very confused when it comes to you. They don't want to fully open up to you anyway, so I'm not really sure why they're playing this game. It's kind of like they go back and forth. I don't get it. Yes, I am going to do Sagittarius after this. So whomever this is, I would say stop the cycles. You need to like set boundaries with them. You do. And no, it's not like, oh my God, I'm setting a boundary today. Like, oh, I'm going to block you. I'm not going to talk to you. And then tomorrow y'all are talking again. Or like next week y'all are talking again. Like that's not boundary, boy. You're like becoming a game. You know what I'm saying? Boundaries is like cutting a bitch off, learning from this and letting this go, cleansing your energy, purging this demon, things like that. Not like entertaining them. Okay. But it seems like whomever you dealing with, like, you having difficulties breaking free, man. Damn. Cut this bitch off by the knees. Like, and I know it's hard. Shit is fucking difficult, but damn. You gotta say no to the devil dicks and coochies. You know, you may be thinking this is your soulmate, your other half, the other part of the oranges, that type of stuff. Y'all, all right. You need to heal, all right? Okay. We're gonna go to Sag now. Sag. You seem to be entering some type of unknown territory with some bitch, okay? You need to learn to detach and trust in the universe, okay? That everything is gonna be okay, but you need to trust in like your spirit, guys. Like you need to let them handle whatever's going on in your connection with somebody, because you don't know everything about this person like you may think you do. You could be feeling stuck, like there's some type of third party blockage here, like there's a block here. They could be acting silent. You need to shift your focus to clear the energy, okay? For those of y'all feeling stuck. Why do I feel nauseous all of a sudden? Are you guys like nauseous? I hope y'all are not pregnant, but damn. That would be crazy. I just got real like physically nauseous. You could be feeling really sick. Like there could be a lot of negative energy around you. You could be feeling sick. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you turn off the kitchen light? Yeah. You got a death card, but someone is gonna reach out with communication. Yep. We got interested, awaiting calls, messages, and emails. Someone is going to reach out. The relationship is over. There's no second chances. You need to grow and transform. Whether it's dead, is dead. So somehow gonna come crawling back like a cucaracha to try to get into your shoe. Wow. Damn. Well, we got soul connection. So this is someone that you could have had a past life with. Is that why you feel stuck? There's a soul contract here between you and them. So you're supposed to learn from them. That's what that means. Let's see what you're supposed to learn. Hey, do you got any homework you gotta do? Yes. What? Not you. I'm talking to her. What needs to be learned here? Well,
Can I have your phone real quick?
My phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My backyard, my daughter. I was doing too much. Y'all already know. All right, Spirit. Talk to me. Show me what I need to see. Could be a Cancer you're dealing with. All right. They're coming towards you with the Chariot. Oh, God. Let's talk. I wonder about what kind of toxic ass shit this bitch want. What is this conversation about? They gonna have a conversation with you. They want clarity on something. Could be about money. Okay? They want something from you. The devil hoe? Is this bitch about to ask you for some sex? God. Someone's a liar. They're very tricky, deceptive. They like to start arguments and disputes. They're trying to keep you attached to them in a toxic manner. This person can have addictions. Very possessive. Say no. This person's toxic. Okay? They deceptive with the Seven of Swords. I don't like them. Could be someone that has Libra nature. Libra or Cancer. They're gonna come in like, hey, let's have this conversation, but they're gonna start some bullshit. They will, however, lie and tell you that they just want to be in peace with you. They want to get along, yada yada. But this energy is like they're emotionally going through it because you could be like ignoring them. You could be like giving them like a dose of like they medicine. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like it. They don't like the way your energy is towards them, like the way that you've been like acting towards them. There's like a detachment on your part. Okay. What is to be learned, dear spirits? Some of y'all need to understand that whomever you dealing with, they could have like a double personality, but they go from like being passionate about you, you know what I'm saying, to juggling you, to then acting like they're interested in you again. It's kind of like they go through like these phases and these periods. They got heavy air in their chart, and where they act like they're so interested and they lose interest, and then they act like they're interested again. So whomever you're dealing with, they're very inconsistent. Mm-hmm. Be careful with them. Don't trust them. They could try to knock y'all up. All right. Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. This person's crazy. They will start a fight and then they will come in offering you some type of new beginning, a new opportunity. Listen, let me tell you something about this devil. And you will see them as a betrayal. You would see it as a betrayal. You know what this person is like in their mind about doing? This person is like in their mind about coming in, starting this bullshit, right? Playing this yo-yo game because they got you on like a Ferris wheel. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna come start a fight. They're gonna offer you sex. Okay. Then looks like some fights gonna break out. Then they're gonna come back in, offer you sex again. And you know what was sitting next to the Empress? The motherfucking Ace of Wands, bitch. What you think you about to do over here with that? That's a pregnancy card. When you have that in the tarot like that, yeah, no. This is the type of person that will trap you with a child on some toxic shit, knowing damn well y'all don't even get along. But who cares, right? So long as I can control you, so long as I can manipulate you, right? You got this person offering you Ace of Wand, the Empress, bro. That's sex. Sex, baby. You know what I'm saying? Be careful, okay? To them, it's a wish fulfillment, which is sad to even say that because this is someone that's trying to manipulate you. They can use children against you, things like that. But yeah, whomever this is a little bit loopy. They're crazy. They looking at us like a wish fulfillment. They can offer you money. You, however, will look at it as a betrayal. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You will look at this person getting pregnant by you or knocking y'all up as a betrayal. Because you don't want that with them. Or at least not right now. Shit. So be careful with them. They're deceptive as fuck too. You can't trust them and you know that with the moon card. All right. All right, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and hopefully y'all can stay away from the devil. No matter what bullshit they rant about being your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you need to ground yourself, honestly, with this person. This person is not good for you. This person doesn't have good intentions. And when you don't have good intentions, yeah, I don't know if I would want to fuck with you. I'm not going to lie. Because you want some op shit. Like, we don't even get along. We got a toxic connection. And you trying to play me for boo-hoo the fool. Just to keep me stuck. Like, no, sir. Get the fuck out of here. Mm-mm. All right, my loves. Smash that like button. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, you guys.